Alright guys, a few people have made brief videos on every door direct mailers as far as your marketing goes. I've been asked to make a video on the every door direct mailers through USPS, United States Post Office. A few people that have seen my videos and know me know that I use them. I've only been using them for a couple years, but some areas they pay off well. Some areas, maybe they don't, but you're never gonna know unless you try them. They have paid off tremendously well for me, which is why I continue to use them. They're just like I said, they've worked great for me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you a rundown. I'm gonna show you what I use, and then I'm gonna show you how you do it. I'll try to make this as simple as I possibly can. Anyway, first off, what you have to do is you have to figure out what you're going to use. There's a lot of restrictions depending on the state that you're in. Not a lot. Okay, there's some restrictions, and what they do is they want to know what size you plan sending out. Some of them won't let you send like standard small postcards. They want what they call expanded postcards or oversized postcards. Many of you probably I use Vistaprint for all of my stuff. Vistaprint.com. They're always sending me coupons nonstop throughout the year, endlessly. You never pay full price for anything with them, and their stuff is generally pretty cheap anyway, depending on what you get. Things like their pens and novelty small stuff are just out of control. As far as pens, here you go. Here's one of my pens right here. Actually, I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, these are my pens for the business, and I used... What the heck did I use? Thought I had the box over here. I use like Big Pens R Us or some crap. But pens are cheap to get. Anyway, so I use Vistaprint, and they make them. What I did last year, this was... Let's see if you can see this here. This was my Every Door Direct Mailer I used last year. I'm doing this backwards in the camera here. This here, like this walk behind mower, is just a generic design that's on Vistaprint's website, and I used it because I was pretty much just running this thing to see how it worked. Mailers are the same no matter. They're the same as every other marketing. You want to be different. You got to be different than everyone else out there. It doesn't matter if you're better, if you're... The point I'm trying to make is you have to be different. It doesn't matter if you're bigger than them, if you have better equipment than the next guy out there. You have to be different. If there's guys out there that have brand new equipment, brand new trucks, and you have just like one truck, couple mowers that are used, haven't been in business as long, but you're doing something completely different, everyone in your town's going to see you. They're going to remember you. They get so used to seeing these large companies all the time that they're there everywhere. And people say, oh, they see, there's so much visualization. They see these companies everywhere. Those are the ones getting all the calls. They get more bigger contracts than anything. The average homeowner tends to shy away from larger companies like that. Because they see all these trucks, all this equipment, all these employees, and they know the overhead these people have, and they know their prices are going to be higher. I have friends that have a lot of extremely large landscape companies. We're talking multi-million dollars, multiple states, and they're the first ones to tell you. They tell me all the time that that's an issue they run into. But, they also have the huge accounts and that stuff. Like the average smaller homeowners don't really bother them, because it's not as much of a money market for them. But anyway, so you have to be different. Like I was saying, if you're the smaller company with smaller equipment, things like that, but you're doing something different, like say your guys are wearing pink shirts with your company name on, and everybody's going to remember you, because what landscape company has pink shirts? Nobody does. But you do, so they're going to remember you. Okay, so the point I'm making is this one I used last year was a generic idea with this mower thing on, but it had my logo over here. It's got my information on it, and then a small list of things we do. On the back of it, it has It's got, you know, the phone number and stuff, and then it has this is another little thing that I put on there. Now what you'll see at the bottom, okay, you see this right here? It says local postal customer, and then it has the letters up there, and then up at the top corner up here is pre-sorted, standard, blah blah blah, all this stuff here. That's the important stuff. That is on the post office website. It's going to tell you it. You have to, when you're designing these through your printer, you have to print that on the back of there. That's not something the post office does. You have to print that on there. It has to be on there, and it'll tell you on their website exactly, like all these like little stars right here. You see these tiny little stars right here that go, and then the letters. It'll tell you everything down to exactly how many stars has to be on each side. It's on their site, okay? But that all has to be on there before you get these printed, and that way they print out with them on there, okay? And this is the one I did for this year. A little different, changed it up, and you know, the award my company was given this year for lawn care service of the year through the business association in my township, and there is, you know, the postal markings on there. I printed again. These are the ones I'll be sending out this year. Okay, so there's the two examples of the sizes. Now, the website. What we're gonna do here, let me see, I'm gonna get you flipped around so I can get you pointed at my computer here and see if I can. I'm gonna try to make this as best as I can. Okay, so what I did is I went to USPS.com's website. You can go to Every Door Direct Mail. Once you get there, you'll see. Okay, I'm gonna try to set my camera down and do this to where you guys can see. I want to get a good image on it, but I don't want, you know, it to be screwed up. So I'm gonna try to do this the best I can while pointing at it. Okay, so right up here, you're gonna see it's gonna say enter your starting location. I'm just gonna punch in my zip code, okay? And what it's gonna do, the map's gonna zoom right in, boop, 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 take me right down to my area. Bam, here we are, 14092. That's Lewiston, New York. That's my area. Okay, now what I can do is I can click on it, and I can use this here, and I can zoom in or out, whatever I want to do. Okay, pick my area. This is all Lewiston. You notice different parts or highlights as I go through? That's all the different areas. Okay. One thing before I get too much further into this, what you can do is you click on, there's an area right here. It says register or sign in. You register, create an account with your name, your business, whatever you want to do. It can even just be your name. Doesn't even have to be your business. Create it however you want, and it's all free. Okay, create the account for free, and now you get to this Every Door Direct Mail. There's quick tools on here section right up here, and you can go down, you can do all different kinds of stuff. Buy stamps, schedule pickup, calculate price, look up zip codes, hold mail. You can do whatever you want, all this stuff there. And it'll give you, there's different areas you can click on here. You just gotta look at it. It doesn't take a lot to figure out, just some basic common sense. Just look around on here. You can print out actual sheets that give you the directions on how to do these Every Door Direct Mailers, exactly what the size of your postcards need to be, what needs to be on them. Like I said, the postal markings that you have to have on the back, it tells you, it lays it right out for you exactly what that has to say and how it has to be and where on the postcard it needs to be. Okay, so you print them out and it gives you all your information. Then what you do is, you go down here and you select your zip codes. So you find the neighborhoods you want to do. Now, right up here, you can select business and residential or residential only. And then you can select city, rural highway, or P.O. boxes. Obviously, P.O. boxes are kind of pointless. You want residential houses if that's what you're going for, or businesses, or both. What I do, my big thing is, okay, say I'm mowing a bunch of houses in this neighborhood here already. Okay, now I highlight there, it lights that one up. up, and then it goes to lighten up a different one over here. Okay, well, we'll say I'm mowing here in this neighborhood, and then I leave that neighborhood, and then my next neighborhood I'm mowing over here, but I'm passing this neighborhood. Well, that's the neighborhood I want to target, because why drive past that one to mow here, and then to mow here, drive past that one, when I could be getting business there and keep a direct route. The less you drive, the more the truck is parked, the more you mow, the more money you're going to make. Okay? So, what I do is I go through here and I select, and it tells me, okay, I select on this one here, I can, okay, what I can do is I can pick any one of these zip codes in here. Okay, and once I click on, we got to zoom in a little more here on this map. Okay, I want to do, say I want to do this whole neighborhood here, and I'm just kind of giving a broad search, but what you guys can do, you'll see once you start playing around with it, you can zoom right in. It'll give you exact streets, it'll give you everything. You can find in clear detail exactly where you're at. Alright, but what you do is, okay, say I want to cover this road, that road, that road, that road, all the houses on these streets, this little cul-de-sac in here, I want to cover all of them. Okay, so I select on that one. As soon as I click on it, right down here, it put a little check in the box, and it told me which one it is. It's route number C004. There's 694 residential homes on that route, 22 businesses, a total of 716 locations I'm going to hit. The cost is $125.30. Okay, now what you do is, last year I selected 4 routes. And some of them are far less. Like, I think this route here is $19, that route is $87. But you know, you select, it'll be different depending on where you're at. Actually, I think I selected 2 or 3 routes, whatever it was. But anyway, I hit 1,400 houses. I did residential only. I hit 1,400 houses, and it ended up costing me just under $300. Now, what you can do is you can pay at the post office when you drop it off, when you drop off your mailers, or you can put money on that account you created here. Okay, so what I do is I have my account, and I just take my debit card and I add money to my account here, and I pay for it in advance. I select all my routes, I go to next, and then I cash out. I go to a cart, and you know, you can cash out like you do with a purchase on eBay or Amazon, and I pay for it right then and there. It gives me a confirmation number. I print out a slip for it. And then what you do is you have to have a packing slip. Now, your Every Door direct mailers that you had made up through your printing company, they'll get mailed to you. Once they get mailed to you, in order for the post office to take them, they have to be rubber banded in packs of 50 or 100. I do mine in 100. I'm not counting out that many stacks of 50. So you print off the packing slips. They're right on this website. You go to the packing slip for however many you need. You have to have one for each bundle of 100. It has to have that route number. Like, for instance, the one I selected here is 14092-C004. Okay, for that route I need 609, or I need a total of 716. So I'll need 7 packs of 100, and then you need another pack of 16. You have to have one packing slip for each one of those packs of 100. Kind of sounds like a pain. It's actually so much easier than you can imagine. It goes pretty quick. I had my kids counting these things out. But anyway, so once you get them all packed out, you put them in. I put them in a cardboard box I had from something that came in the mail. Packing slip on each one. And then what I did is I took all of those. I had rubber band together with a packing slip in each one. I took my confirmation page that I'd printed off when I paid for it, and I went to the post office. It tells you exactly, like, I select all one in one area, one post office, I take them one, but if you're selecting different zip codes, different towns in your area, it'll tell you what post office you have to drop them off at. Anyway, so I took them all to the post office, I gave them all to them, showed them the slip that shows it's already paid for, and on their next day where mail is light and it's not a heavy mail day, that's when they send them out. And it'll always be within a week or so. Okay, so I like to get mine out right around February, the end of February, beginning of March at the absolute latest. usually the end of February, because that's when everyone else is going to be getting theirs out, or most people get them out the beginning, the middle of March, and I want mine to hit everyone's doors before everyone else's does. But anyway, so that's how you do it. I'll just give you a little example, guys. Like I said, this website is pretty much self-explanatory, and you'll see the different option menus. It'll give you like you can go on and select all the different option menus to find out anything you need to know. You can even select age and then pick your demographics. You can pick the age group you want to target. You can pick household income and then type in a set income, and it'll bring up all the houses that are within that range of income. So you're targeting a certain area. You can pick household size. You want to target family size houses versus like apartment complexes or duplexes. You can select just about anything. There's complete demographics. It's all on there, and their entire website's free to use. But I'll just give you a small example. Okay, these ones that went out last year, it cost me to have them. I sent out just over 1,400 of them. I had 1,500 printed. That was just how they came, and the different increments you can get them printed. Okay, I spent $240 something, I think it was, to have them all printed. I spent just under $300 with the post office to have them all delivered for me. Every door direct mail went right to their mailboxes. So I was sitting at just over $500, not even $550 for the complete thing. Done, out the door, done, just over $500. The day they went out, and I knew what day they went out because one of the neighborhoods I targeted was my direct neighborhood, so I got one in the mail, so I knew which day they went out. The day they went out, I got 4 calls. 4 calls that day alone. And out of them 4 calls, I had one person that actually signed on with me. She signed on for a spring cleanup. I'll just throw you some numbers. This wasn't even, this wasn't a huge house or nothing. This was one of the, I ended up getting a lot more work off of these things, but this is just an example. Okay, the very first one. Our spring cleanup was $300. She wanted a full season of mowing. It was $40 a week to mow it times 26 weeks. Shit. I'm the world's worst mathematician, guys. If you haven't heard that in 100 of my videos already, you're hearing it now. $1,040. 26 weeks of mowing, $1,040, okay? Plus the $300 for the spring cleanup. I did a fall cleanup for her. Really wasn't that bad. Charged her $250. So far this winter, I've plowed her driveway, I think, I'll tell you right now, actually, 7 times, okay? I plowed her driveway 7 times already. At $25 a shot. Okay, so far where we're sitting right now with her mowing, her spring cleanup, her fall cleanup, and the plowing so far, $1,765 I've made off this one. And that entire campaign to hit 1,400 houses cost me just over $500. This one account I got off of it, I've made almost $1,800 off of already. Okay, now I've picked up numerous spring cleanups, numerous fall cleanups. I've picked up hedge trimming jobs. I've picked up mowing jobs, all off of these. I'd say maybe a total of 30, 40 customers I've picked up off of this. As far as steady customers, not just a one-time thing like a hedge trimming or a cleanup. As far as steady customers go, weekly mowing, I think 5 of them. All right, so we'll say a total of 30, 40 customers. Now, some people might be thinking, oh, out of 1,400, you only got 30 or 40 out of it? Doesn't sound like much. Again, I made $1,800 off one of them and paid $500 for the entire thing. So out of 40 of them, say we're sitting at $8 grand, $9 grand or more. Okay, with just weekly service plus the hit and miss here and there they did. Say we're sitting at 8-9 grand. So we'll just say 8 grand, just a round number, 8 grand. Say we're sitting at $8,000 off a $500 campaign. I made $7,500 off of a $500 effort. How is that not worth it? I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week. Some people say they're not worth it. All every door direct mailers don't work. Blah blah blah. This and that. For me, it works. It may not work for you. Things are different. Every region, every area is different. May not work for you. It worked for me. It was something I wanted to try. I know every state is different, but I think when it comes to mail, it's pretty similar in most states. If you put something in someone's mailbox, tape it to the mailbox, attach it to the mailbox in any way, shape, or form, it is a felony. In New York State, they can charge you $5,000 per piece per mailbox. I don't think it's ever been done. I do know people that have had the post office with a sheriff show up at their door with a copy of their flyer in the hand, and they were warned not to do it again. But that's what the law states. You can go on USPS's website and find this stuff out. It's right there. They tell you what the laws are per state. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to pay the money, have them deliver it for me. That keeps me out of trouble, and away we go. As far as door hangers, I've seen a lot of videos and heard a lot of people say that it works, and they've had great success off it. If it works for you in your area, great. Keep it up. Keep doing it. Keep doing with whatever works until you have to change it, because nothing is going to work continuously forever. You're going to have to change. And guys have been in this business for a long time. I know companies I worked for doing landscaping years ago. I could never use them practices now. They worked then, they don't now. I know that. So you're going to have to switch it up. But and guys that have been in this industry for a long time know this as well. But this is just one more thing to try. Anyway, I'm rambling now. So, like I said, this is pretty much the bulk of the information I have on every door direct mailers. If anybody's interested in them, this is what you need to do. This will get you started anyway. This will get you in the right direction. If you haven't tried it, I highly suggest it. Like I said, you send out 1,400, don't expect to get 1,400 calls, or 1,300 or 1,000. Don't expect to even get 500. It's probably not going to happen. But the return you're going to get off the few that you get is going to more. If this campaign pays for itself and you make a good profit on top of that, then it was worth it. So give it a shot, especially if you're having problems and nothing else is working in your area. Give it a shot. Like I said, you have the option of door hangers, which I'm not big on. I'm a very outgoing person. I'll talk to anybody. I wave to everybody I see. I'm just a very friendly, outgoing person. I'm not shy by any means, but yeah, I'm not big on going up and knocking on people's doors. It's just not my thing, and I don't know. I guess I wouldn't. I'm not happy when they do it to me. So it's just not my thing. But if that works, then go ahead and do it. Newspapers, I've tried that. Very expensive. Never pays off. I've tried the cheaper Sentinel penny saver papers. They're crap. They never pay off. I've tried a bunch of different ideas, but you know, besides the obvious things that are going to get you the best marketing and the most, which is your truck. Make sure your trucks have all your information on it. Make sure it's clear. Make sure it's neat. Make sure it looks good. And then, you know, the basic things that are going to keep you in the marketing spotlight, being presentable and having your information out there as much as you can. Try this every door direct mailer. I hope it works for you guys. I hope this worked and this gave you the information you needed. Don't forget, rate, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, let me know. And if you have any ideas that can help us out and we can all learn from it, whatever it may be, please leave it below, and let's help each other out and learn some more. Those of you trolls that are out there just to be fools. I posted a video yesterday or the day before. It was my life or my day on video or something like that. That thing was up there an hour. I had 26 views in 2 thumbs down. Really? In an hour, 2 thumbs down? Come on. Just stupid. But anyway, I mean, if you guys have anything good to share, anything to comment, you want to leave me a comment, you have questions, or you can put something on there that can honestly help somebody out, then by all means put it on there. Alright guys, I'm out.